So we're told that the height above the ground in h meters of a passenger on a roller coaster can be modelled by this differential equation, where t is the time in seconds from the start of a ride. We're given that the passenger is 5 meters above the ground at the start of the ride, and we need to show that h is equal to 5 times e to the power of 0.1 sine of a quarter t. So we need to solve this differential equation, and we're going to use the method of separating variables. This means we'll get all the t's onto one side and all the h's onto the other side. We need to move this dt to the right hand side, and we need to move this h over to the left hand side. So if we multiply both sides by the dt, then these two will cancel, and we'll have dh will equal h cos of 0.25t over 40 multiplied by dt. And now we'll divide both sides by the h, and these two will cancel. So now we'll have 1 over h dh will equal cos of a quarter t over 40 dt. And now you can see we've got all the h's on the left hand side and the t's on the right hand side. And now we can integrate both sides. We'll integrate the left hand side with respect to h, and we'll integrate the right hand side with respect to t. So we'll have the integral of 1 over h dh will equal the integral, and I'll pull this division of 40 in front of the integral sign. So 1 over 40 times the integral of the cos of a quarter t integrated with respect to t. And when you integrate 1 over h with respect to h, we get the natural log of h, and this will equal 1 over 40. When we integrate the cos of 0.25t, we'll use the reverse chain rule, and this becomes 1 over 0.25t, which is the same as multiplying it by 4. And when you integrate cos, we get sine of a quarter t. And we're going to add that constant of integration. Now we can tidy up this right hand side. So we've got the natural log of h. 4 divided by the 40 will give us 1/10 times the sine of a quarter t plus that constant. Now we need to work out the value of the constant. If we go back to the question, we're given that the passenger is 5 meters above the ground at the start of a ride. So this tells us that when t equals 0, h is equal to 5. So if we go back to the equation, at t equals 0, h equals 5. And now we can substitute these into our equation, and that will give us a constant. So the natural log of 5 will be 1/10 times the sine of 0.25 times t, which is 0, plus c. And we know the sine of 0 is 0, so all of this will go. So we're left with the natural log of 5 equaling that constant. And then we can substitute this back into our equation. So the natural log of h will be 1/10 times the sine of a quarter t plus the natural log of 5. And now I'm going to move this ln 5 over to the left hand side. So we get the natural log of h minus the natural log of 5 will be 1 over 10 times the sine of a quarter t. And now we can use the division rule of logs to tidy this up. So we've got the natural log of h over 5 will be 1/10 of the sine of a quarter t. Now we can take e, we can raise e to a power of both sides, and then e to a natural log will cancel to make 1. So we're left with h over 5 will be e to the 0.1, I'm writing this now as a decimal, times the sine of a quarter t. And then we can just move this 5 over to the right hand side. And that's what we were asked to show in part A. Okay? And then for part B, state the maximum height of a passenger above the ground. So if we go back to our differential equation, the maximum height will be determined by the sine of a quarter t, because this will oscillate from positive 1 to negative 1. So the maximum is when the sine of 0.25t will equal positive 1. And when it does equal positive 1, the maximum height will be 5 multiplied by e to the 0.1. And we can work this out and we get approximately 5.53 meters. And for part C, the passenger reaches the maximum height for the second time, t seconds after the start of the ride. Find the value of t. So we need to think about the next time the sine of a quarter t will equal 1. If we sketch the sine graph, it will equal 1 at pi over 2, and then again at 5 pi over 2. So the next time it will enter a maximum is when the 0.25t will equal 5 pi over 2. And we know this can be written as a fraction of t over 4, so therefore t will be 4 lots of 5 pi over 2, so t will equal 10 pi. And we can work this out as a decimal. The next time will be 31.4 seconds. Okay?